Hello students, in this video we will talk about asbestos. So let's go through what is asbestos. Asbestos is a naturally occurring mineral and it comes in different types such as uh, chrysolite, amosite and crossudolite. You will find it in more than 3000 building products including surface materials, thermal system insulation and various miscellaneous products. Asbestos was widely used because of its desirable physical properties like resistance to heat and durability. When you are dealing with materials, anything that contains more than 1% asbestos is considered asbestos containing material, which is ACM. To confirm the presence and percentage of asbestos, laboratory analysis is required. Let's talk about health hazards of asbestos. Asbestos poses a serious inhalation hazard, but it only becomes dangerous if the asbestos containing material is disturbed, causing fibers to become airborne. If you inhale these fibers, you could be at risk for several serious health issues, including lung cancer and mesothelioma, a type of cancer affecting the lining of the lungs or abdomen. Keep in mind that these diseases often have a long latency period, meaning they can take 15 to 40 years to develop after exposures. The level of risk depends on how much and how long you were exposed to asbestos. The more prolonged and intense the exposure, the higher the risk. Here is how your body defends itself against asbestos fibers and other harmful particles. Your body has a natural defense mechanisms designed to remove asbestos fibers and other particles before they get lodged in your lung tissue. Many of these particles are stopped right away by your nose and mouth. Your breathing passages are also lined with a sticky mucus layer that traps smaller particles. Additionally, your bronchial tubes have tiny hair like structures called cilia. These cilia constantly move the mucus and anything trapped in it towards your mouth, where you can then expel it by coughing or sneezing. Smoking. How many of you smoke? You are likely already aware of the health risks linked to the smoking. So I won't go into that, but here is something you might not know. Studies show that smokers who are also exposed to asbestos have a lung cancer risk that is 50 to 55 times higher than that of someone who neither smokes nor is exposed to asbestos. Even if you don't smoke, being exposed to asbestos increase your risk of lung cancer by 5 times compared to non-smoker who aren't exposed. One reason for this is that cigarette smoke paralyzes the cilia or cilia, the tiny hair-like structures in your lung that helps clear out our contaminants. When the cilia are impaired, asbestos fibers and other harmful particles are more likely to reach your lungs and cause damage. Now we will talk about location of ACBM. Whether you realize it or not, we encounter asbestos containing material on a daily basis at ECU. As mentioned earlier, asbestos is found in over 3000 different building products including ceiling material, pipe insulation and flooring materials. However, asbestos is broken down into three categories: surfacing material, thermal system, and you can say here insulation, which is you called TSI, and miscellaneous material. Surfacing material includes sprayed on ceiling material and fireproofing. Thermal system insulation or TSI includes pipe and boiler insulation. Miscellaneous is everything else including floor tiles, ceiling tiles and transite material. So as you can see, sample or you suspect material is all around us, but if you remember, the only way to positively identify asbestos is to have it analyzed by a lab. But until it is analyzed, we must presume that it is asbestos containing material, which is ACM. The the research institutes has taken over 1000 samples to identify asbestos containing material, but have not sampled every location on campus. Only accredited inspectors are allowed to take samples. So what is suspect material? Before starting a project, make sure that asbestos containing material will not be disturbed. Assume all suspect materials containing asbestos. Reference list contacts, environmental health and safety representative. If you encounter suspect material when performing work, stop immediately and contact environmental health and safety representative before proceeding. Recognition of damage. As I mentioned earlier, asbestos containing materials are regularly inspected by an accredited inspectors to ensure they remain undisturbed and in good condition. However, these inspections only happen once a year in academic buildings and once each semester in the residence halls. Okay. Now we will have some examples. As you see here, the image appears to show a section of ceiling or wall with a textured or sprayed material that is applied to it, which might be asbestos containing material. From an asbestos perspective, this type of material could be sprayed asbestos, often used for fireproofing, insulation and acoustic damping in buildings constructed before 1980. In this image, the pipe appears to be covered with a white cloth-like material, as you see here, that may contain asbestos. From an asbestos perspective, this type of material is often referred to as asbestos pipe insulation or lagging. In this image, the ceiling appears to have textured or popcorn finish, and there is visible damage or deterioration near the edges, as you see here. From an asbestos perspective, textured ceiling material, especially those applied before 1980s, often contain asbestos to provide fire resistance and durability. In this image, the flooring appears to consist of square tiles that could potentially contain asbestos. From an asbestos perspective, many vinyl floor tiles, especially those installed before 1980s, were made with asbestos to increase durability. So, what are the emergency procedures? If there is a major fiber release involving asbestos, meaning an area larger than 3 square feet, here is what you need to do. Stop work immediately. Do not continue any task in the area. Do not attempt to clean up the fibers. Leave the material where it is. Secure the area. Make sure no one else enters or disturbs the contaminated area. Notify your supervisor right away. Let them know about the situation. Contact emergency personnel. This should be done as soon as possible. Do not re-enter area until instructed to do so. Wait for clearance from the appropriate authorities to ensure it is safe. By following these steps, you help protect yourself and others from potential exposure to asbestos fibers. Thank you for listening.